was like, this is the reckoning.
Dude, I'm
right
fucking
here.
every night. Like, I don't really care.
This is the new plague that fucking Dwight Schrute asked for.
Huh.
It's a good thing.
Supposedly, in the Bible, which I don't believe in, so I don't really believe in it. But there's supposed to be 7 plagues.
That's a topic we've never talked about before.
One of what?
What religious beliefs we have.
Oh no.
I'm an
Me
atheist.
and Tyler already know each other's. We're each atheists.
I'm not an atheist. I'm agnostic.
What does that mean
I'm
again?
straight
I
atheist.
forgot.
I don't believe in anything. I mean,
It
he
means-
believes
it
in
means
a
I don't
God,
know
but
what to
not
believe
in
in.
God.
That's-
Yeah, pretty much
that's-
that. Yeah.
That's agnostic. It means you don't know what to
Oh.
believe in.
Yeah, yeah.
It means you don't have any proof of anything to believe in. So I'm agnostic technically.
So like you're saying, basically agnostic means you're open-minded to it, kind of. But yeah, okay, that makes sense.
You're open-minded, but you don't know what to believe.
Yeah.
Kind of stay back and you just let it happen.
You know what I am? I'm on like
What?
science fucking side.
Well, yeah,
Oh,
that's
so you're the
basically-
evolution type of guy,
most
huh?
most atheists are. I'd say like yeah, I'd say most atheists are on the science side.
I don't fuck with God. God didn't fucking create the Earth. The Big Bang
Yeah.
fucking is the thing that all started it.
It's
Fucking-
just, at least in my head, it's just the way to explain it because humans want, like, you know, they want a reason this and this happened, and they didn't know the actual reason, so they're like, hey God did it.
Exactly. Just think about this. It's like
exactly what it is.
basically like we're living in a world where it's like everybody like we have these sanctuaries where people go in and they pray to a god that they've never seen before, that they don't know exists, and they pray on them for their sins and all this garbage. But they don't
I
know
bet.
any. There's no sign of anything that has ever come down there.
Mhm.
You can ask anybody, they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah," they're gonna be like, "Oh yeah, he's totally real." Because I mean, I pray and
See,
stuff,
but
and
listen.
stuff happens.
The thing is, there are like actual miracles that have happened that cannot be scientifically proven.
Man, I've heard of people
Such a-
having like for example, my dad used to be the biggest atheist. He's like nah, he's like against it almost. And he recently, like I'd say like 2 months ago, he had a what do you call it? An awakening, or I don't know what it's called, but basically he had
Epiphany. An
epiphany. Thank you. That's what I'm looking for. He had apparently like 2 epiphanies in like 1 week, and now he's like fully on the God train, I guess, and he just totally believes in
That's
it.
what
and-
that's what a lot of people in prison do. Like, have you noticed that? How people go to prison and then they're like, "Oh,
When they
when I
turn
was in
Christian
prison, I
coming
found
out, yeah.
God. I found
Yeah.
God." Like,
God
no,
help me
you
through
just
all
got,
my
you
drug
just got
issues.
you just got put in timeout for stupid shit that you did, and now you're just
yeah.
trying
But
to
You
do
didn't
that.
have anything
just
else to
that.
do, so you started talking to some imaginary human being.
Honestly,
Pretty much
though,
what
like,
it is.
like I'm glad my dad did, because like he was like not doing well before, you know, but now he's like doing a lot better in life ever since he has, because he believes in this thing, you know. So I'm definitely not against it at all. I just personally don't believe in it.
Yeah,
but
I'm just
glad.
I
I'm glad some people
don't know what to believe in, which is why I'm.
I am against it. Fuck God.
But
You know
thing
what
is-
wrote the Bible? Some fucking random homeless dude that's died millions of years ago, and then they passed him down, and then
also-
fucking a bunch of random people read it. Like,
Also, you see a bunch of these people like you see a bunch of like pictures of Jesus, but that's definitely not
I
what
was
he
just say,
looks
how
like.
does anyone know what he looks like?
Because
Well, I mean,
he
he
was
was a real
born.
person.
If he's real,
No, Jesus
He
was a
was
real person,
probably-
Brian.
Was
how?
a real
How?
person, yeah.
How
but
do you know that?
No, Jesus was an actual he was actually on this earth. He was actually a real person.
All right, send me a picture of him, dude.
Yeah.
Okay, nobody knows what he looks
Send me a
like.
fucking selfie with him. I did.
Listen.
Hey, Mr.
Here.
Scientific Man, Jesus was real. That's all I gotta say.
Okay,
No.
but
He's a real
I
person.
don't know if that's true or not. Whatever. But if Jesus was a real person, they picture him as a white guy with like long brown hair. He was born in Jerusalem. Most
Yeah.
of the population that was in Jerusalem are dark-skinned motherfuckers. So he probably wasn't white. What I'm getting at. If he is a real person,
Yeah.
he was not white.
Wait, is
Dude,
that
the only
up for
thing-
debate? I thought Jesus was actually go for like a real person.
Listen. Only thing that says Jesus was a real person, just looked it up by the way, and it's on fucking History channel. But yeah, the only thing that says Jesus was a real person was the Bible.
No.
That's where everyone's got their yes.
No
Literally
way.
yes. Read it. Look up was Jesus a real person and go to History Channel.
Wait, let me look here.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it is. Okay, was Jesus Marky that Jesus wasn't it?
Imagine Jesus is just some fucking fictional character this guy wrote a book about, dude.
It
Oh
probably
my
is,
God,
dude.
probably is.
Like, just like who
Never
is it? There's another religion that they believe in. Once you die, you get your own planet and you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, that's.
And then there's
fucked up.
other
Like,
people that believe
That'd be
that
cool as
whatever
fuck.
you believe in is
Dude,
what you get.
People, dude, Indians believe in a fucking like 8-armed fucking elephant god. So I mean, really anything
And then-
is real.
There's fucking shit like actual scientific proof that when you die, everything just goes black because your brain shuts down and you can't function anymore, and then you don't even remember that you lived, and then it's over.
yeah.
It's just black. And then there's
weird,
other
though.
shit that says you'll get recreated and you'll never know because you won't have any memory of it, but you'll still be recreated and brought back on the earth as someone else.
But I've also heard that like people who have like died for like a few seconds, and then like came back to life.
Oh
they
yeah,
were, like,
that fucking
they have
book
all
that
those
my
stories.
grandma was
Hey,
talking
The
about.
book,
Heaven
I
is
just
for real.
I was just watching a
Listen,
YouTube
listen.
video or whatever about it.
I have real life experience with this. Because my mom, she died. When she got her pacemaker put in, they had to shut her heart down. And she was dead for like 5 seconds.
Mhm.
And she said she just doesn't remember any of it. It was just nothing.
Yeah.
She didn't feel anything. She didn't think anything. She didn't know anything was going on. She just woke back up.
My grandma
Hmm.
had that fucking this fucking like 8-year-old kid got his fucking he died for like a few minutes or something and then came back and he's like, I saw Jesus, I saw what heaven looks like.
Oh my god.
And I was just like, what kind of load of New York Times best-selling fucking shit is this?
What kind
I've
of
read
load
the
of New
Bible,
York Times
fucking-
best-selling shit?
I've
And
read
my
the
grandma
Bible
read
fucking
it.
end to end.
And she was like, oh Dylan, you should read this. And I'm just like an angsty 8th grader, and I was just like, I'm not reading that.
If you read the Bible end to end, it says when you enter heaven, you are not allowed to exit heaven unless you're fucking banished out. So what? That kid entered heaven and then got banished in 8 seconds?
Yeah, dude.
If you
fucking
enter
he's a
heaven,
rebel.
supposedly you're not allowed to go back. Literally how it works.
He's a rebel, bro.
Supposedly to the Bible.
Well, how does that work then for like, well, first question, do you guys believe in like spirits or ghosts, thing like that?
See, I feel like I've seen some shit before, but I don't know.
I do
Because
not.
like
I've
there's
never had an
those are like the
experience.
halfway, because those are technically what they call those is like they're in purgatory, is that what it's called?
No. I think
Yeah.
something
when
like
they're
that,
They're
where they're
stuck half and half.
Yeah, they're
Their
stuck
soul
half and
can't
half,
cross over, so they're stuck on Earth as ghosts, spirits.
which is weird to me. Which I don't know. I don't understand a lot of
I don't
it.
know. Actually,
Like-
like that is iffy for me because I've never had an experience, but some people have some fucking stories, bro, and goddamn do they seem
It's,
realistic.
When they don't find peace and then they can't leave Earth
Yeah.
and their soul can't be saved because they haven't found peace yet, and then when they finally do find peace, they can be saved then. Supposedly. This is all
Supposedly, yeah.
supposedly.
No, for me though, I actually kind of wish I did believe in God, and I feel like it'd make things easier, especially later on in life. You know,
Well, that's what
I kind of wish I
I
did.
hate that people I hate that people like go to problems with God, like it's just like
Yeah.
they just that's their go-to thing, is just like God is supposed to make my life incredible. No, you make your own life incredible,
Yeah.
man. You just gotta
I hate how there's fucking hardcore Christians that literally you say a curse word or something around them, and they start pulling out of a fucking Bible verse out of their fucking back pocket and trying to read it to you.
I've never heard
saying
that
you need to
happen
be
before.
saved,
Oh,
or
God.
fucking trying to push their religion on you. You've never had someone try to push their religion onto you?
Yeah, well, I mean, not really, no.
I cussed in front of. It's like my second aunt's grandma, and she's like fucking extreme Christian. Never said a curse word in her life. Fucking
Oh my God.
dresses all nice,
Cursing
fucking
release
this and
stress.
that. But
The fuck?
no, it's against in the Bible.
Dumbass. hoe.
And
Yeah, but then again, the Bible also says if you pray for forgiveness, you can do whatever the fuck you want.
I know, yeah.
Pray
we're
for
born-
forgiveness.
I literally saw a meme on Reddit the other day where it was like I wanted a bike, and instead of praying to God for like whatever this and that, I stole the bike and then asked for forgiveness because that's how God works.
Exactly, that's how God works.
Mhm.
You do whatever the fuck you want. You can fucking kill a person and then be like, oh, I'm so sorry.
I'm so
In the
sorry.
Instantly
Bible,
forgiven.
again, going back to the Bible, it says you are born a sinner, and then you ask for forgiveness, and you're immediately forgiven when you're born, but then you have to ask for forgiveness after you do all your other shit. I don't know, dude. It's fucking retarded.
Damn, bro, they must
I've
have been
looked
bored
into
back
this
then.
shit a lot.
Imagine they just had some video games or some shit, like just been chilling.
I was gonna say, imagine if they just played COD, dude. Like, fuck.
Yeah, imagine, dude. Fucking hell. We're like, World War II, what's this?
Just fucking COD with like bow and arrows, like
This randomly
some
have
fucking
PCs
cannons or
everywhere,
something.
dude.
Imagine
glad
middle
we
of the
had that.
fucking desert in their wood shack.
I'm glad we had that conversation because I did so much while we were doing that. I took a poo. I fucking cleaned up my kitchen while we were all having that conversation. Such a good time.
Nice.
And now I'm just chilling.
Now it's going on YouTube.